Hi everybody, I hope you're all very well. Apologies first of all, this video is going to be quite short because I'm well now, but I was struck down with some horrendous lurgy, and thankfully I had most of last week's video already filmed and edited, and I was going to put lots more photographs and lots more sort of befores and afters of my fabulous orange carpet makeover, but I was absolutely poleaxed by some hideous virus. You know when people say they've got flu and they've got colds? I had flu. I had stomach flu, and it was absolutely horrendous, completely immobilized. And poor little begonia coconut, she was like a little begonia nightingale, a little Florence Nightingale nurse. She was fantastic, and I could feed her. I could just about crawl to feed her and empty lots of packets of food onto saucers. But by the end of the week, I'd used absolutely every single bowl, plate, dish, saucer that I had in the house. I just couldn't, I didn't have the strength, I couldn't get up to wash them. So we got to the point where I almost used some cake stands to feed her, but she's only got little legs like a mother, so I don't know how that would have worked. But thankfully, I got the strength just before the end of the very last plate. But yeah, so as a reward for her beautiful behaviour and her kindness, I've given her her favourite thing, the monkey innards of an old duvet. A stinky old monkey duvet. She loves them. Me, I like a nice clean velvet plush throw. Going to coconut? Yeah. Give me a stinky old duvet. Without the cover, please. So she's got that and she loves it. And gosh, I've got practically no strength this week to show you anything, but I'll do my best. Hi. Hi, love. Oh. Hello, darling. Good girl. Oh. She was so good, and it went on a long time. Honestly, it was pretty serious. I got no sense of taste or smell, and absolutely no appetite still. It's coming on for 2 weeks now, and the other day I was standing washing all the plates for Begonia, and it was taking about 2 hours. And out of nowhere, the loudest yell behind the back of my knees gave me such a fright, I nearly threw the cup through the window. She'd had enough. So we're all good, and we're all alive and well. What I am desperate to do is throw myself at the yarden because it's absolutely shocking. But it's still just a little bit too early. I feel like there's one last frost sort of looming or lingering. Maybe not. We've had a little bit of sunshine, but I just feel like it got a little bit cold in the night, and I've got lots of buds. And oh, I mean, what's happened to the pink magnolia tree bush shrub is beyond my wildest dreams. I can't understand what's happened to it. I've had it for years. I've had it for about 5 years, and it was always in a sunny spot, which I thought it wanted, with its two friends, and it was always a bit scrappy, very insipid, a bit pale. Used to get 3 flowers. This year, after I moved it into like this the shady alley, the alley of dreams, it's gone ballistic. It's so happy. So I'll show you that just before all the flowers drop off. But it's really rainy. It's it's not cold, but it's a little bit chilly. It's a little bit wet. But I'm just going to give you a quick mini super flash tour of the flowers that have come out already in the garden. So it's very late March, almost April. Give it a few more days. Maybe next week I'll have something lovely to show you. But let's just have a quick little stroll around my estate. No, we'll have to wait a minute. It started raining again. Definite signs of lusciousness though returning. The green has gone greener, if you know what I mean. We're just going to wait for this bit of rain to pass and then I'll go outside. Gotta sit down again. Oh my god. Oh, hi pretty face. Oh, it's coming down. I think it's safe. There's a few fat drops dropping down out of the heavy grey sky, but there's also some heat in that sun, so things are looking up. Okay. My muskrats are up in full bloom. I'm sure they smell fabulous. Can't tell you. Some little leaf shoots on my Annabelle hydrangea. But here we go, look. This business. Let me go around the other side for you. Oh, lots of lovely luscious greenness. Fabulous. Do I... or do I leave it? This is Stabby Mahonia. The Mahonia japonica. I don't know. They look like they should be there, so I've just left them. Oh. It's gone green. They were both this colour all the winter. I wonder if this is going to turn green or it's going to stay. Oh, just rambling. Sorry about it. Sorry. My brain is literally mush. There, look. Look at all those. I mean, it might not look much to you if you've got, you know, the most incredible 20-foot magnolia tree in some exotic part of the world, but in my backyard, that's pretty spectacular. So many. Literally, honestly, I would have gotten 2 or 3 every year. And now it's abundant. Oh my god, sunshine, sunshine. Fabulous. This looks terrible. It looks terrible every year. It's my double raspberry bushes. I've got the golden and the red. And every year I think, oh, I can't stand you. I don't even like fruit. Well, I used to. I'm not that excited about anything anymore about food. But every year it does that. It kicks off. And then it just gets absolutely shredded by little caterpillars. I get about 4 raspberries that I just leave to rot on the vine. And, but there it stays. It's sort of too big to move, if you know what I mean. The perpetual sweet peas are on fire. Off they go. These rescued aces are coming back beautiful. They were all scorched and burnt. Do you remember? I think they were 40p each, and I just took them all because I couldn't leave them there rolling around to die on the shelves. Didn't hold up much hope for them, to be honest, but there they are, looking great. One did not make it. There, poor thing. It's definitely dead. This thing's in full bloom. I think it smells fabulous. I'll let you know maybe hopefully in a couple of weeks. And I put Yvonne in a bigger pot. So do you remember Yvonne the showgirl? She's happy. What else? Oh god, can't wait to tidy. Can't wait to sweep and clean and put everything in order. Yeah. The Bruce Forsythia in a glorious yellow bloom. My big acer that I've had for a few years is coming on beautifully. What else? Right, the 3 roses that I saved that I named the Supremes. I think one of them might have left the band because all I've got is this, which is like she's left a shoe in the dressing room. I'm not sure. I think she's gone. But I'll keep you updated on the Supremes. Oi oi! I thought this willow had it. It was sort of it sort of bit the bullet with the ant crisis last year, and I thought it was over. But Pussy Willow, to be honest, it's taken up quite a lot of space for two little branches. We might have to do something a bit radical. What else we got? Might not look much, but the 3 tree peonies that I rescued, absolutely kicking it. Loving it, loving life. There's the other Supreme. That was the one there. So they've definitely got a lot more growth, but I shan't give up hope. It's still out on the Christmas tree. Maybe partial buyer's remorse going on here, but she's here now. I'm not convinced she's all there, but never mind. Eventually I'll get that in a bigger pot. And best corner so far over there, but can't reach it. Rhubarb and mushroom pie, anybody? I don't know what they are, but I know what happens in that pot. Not be having any rhubarb or mushroom pies this year, thank you very much. That woodland strawberry, absolutely thriving. Top work. Good lad. Hi. Are you full? Was that nice lunch? Is that good? She's off. Hi. Are you coming over? Are you coming over? Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Hello. Love you. Love you. Yeah. Right. I've got a very, very small amount of vintage jewellery to show you that I found in the charity shop yesterday. Small amount, but pretty special. I'm quite happy about it, actually. So obviously I haven't been out the house at all until yesterday and the day before. Anyway, I am masked back up full from my eyeballs to my ankles. I am vaxxed up. There isn't a vaccination I won't have. Give it to me. So we're all on go, we're all on the mend. So what I found yesterday on my very small but lucky travels was, first of all, this JJ brooch. I think it's 90s. Sign on the back, JJ. And they do a lot of really quite unusual figurative cat brooches in this sort of pewter tone. Lots of cats with a little bit of articulation where they're sort of trying to catch a little mouse that's hanging on a chain. I've got a few. I've shown you them already. I'm sure you are aware of this company and what they make. So I paid $4.49 for this. The prices are, yeah, they're going right up in the charity shops. That's probably its full retail value, to be honest. Maybe a bit more, maybe up to 8. About a year or two ago, and definitely before COVID, before the pandemic, JJ cat brooches were probably between £20 and £30 in value. Now, for some reason, I don't know, they've gone down. And never mind, I still love this one. It's not for sale, it's for me. I thought this was really unusual because it's a fluffy cat with a big tail, but it's playing with a little tortoise. Oh, and I thought that was quite unusual. So that's her. I think that's a girl. Yeah, that's her. And also, I've been, what's that? Fluff. Uh, I've been aware of this company for a very short amount of time. I was looking for something which had a moon face on a piece of jewellery. It was a vintage piece, but it wasn't signed. And I came across them on a deep, long wormhole search in the night on the internet. And it's Kirks Folly. I'm sure lots of American people will be aware of them, and obviously hardcore jewellery collectors will know of them. But they were two sisters who set up from their house in New York, from their apartment in New York in the 1970s, making jewelry, which is basically what the industry is now. And they just kind of struck inspiration when they took two chopsticks and decorated them and then stuck them in their hair. And it's so sort of early 80s. It's that classic sort of up twisted chignon sort of loose bun, which was forward on the forehead, and two chopsticks with sort of decorated with beads and fairies and charms. Classic 80s look. I just think of Brooke Shields when I think of that look, with a big sort of sweeping loose updo at the front where the weight was at the front. Brilliant. Anyway, since I sort of discovered them on the internet for myself, I didn't discover them. I discovered them for myself on the internet. I've sort of been hoping to find some, and lo and behold, yesterday, last shop, triple strike, amazing, full set, matching set of crystal fairies with Aurora Borealis drop dangles, crystals, and it's sort of on like a little grape cluster, a bunch of grapes with a Aurora Borealis crystal at the bottom. It's proper sparkly. Woo! I don't know if it's picking it up as much as it is in the real life on the camera. Sorry, you'll just have to forgive my language. I just can't form sentences. My brain has been like hit by a truck. So yeah, can you see the fairy and the crystals in the wings and the dangling thing there? These are clip-on earrings, and they're signed on the back, Kirks Folly. And amazingly, a matching brooch with a fairy getting stuck into some pollen, I imagine, or some nectar. Full pearl, I think, or just a sort of very hard bead. And I think this is a pansy, and this one is like a peach colour. Oh, peach. That's due a revival, if not already here. And that's also signed on the back, Kirks Folly. And this one actually has a detachable charm. I think they do a lot of that, where you can, sort of a bit like Pandora, but maybe they were before Pandora with the idea, where you can buy and add and sort of exchange detachable charms. So that's amazing. It's in the original box, but unfortunately there's no lid. So there they are in all their peach glory. And I hummed and hawed because obviously my brain is a mess and I couldn't make a single decision yesterday. And I even left the shop because I like to buy things that are sort of really unusual and a bit weird. And I got halfway to the car and I thought, that was peach. Go back, woman. Go and get that. So, yeah. Oh, excuse me. 1 second. My phone's ringing. Right, I'm back. Honestly, you call a company just to inquire about one thing, and then for some reason you are permanently on their call mailing list. Never mind. Anyway, I think I've removed myself. So isn't that fantastic? Peach. I mean, real proper super 80s peach. Love that. Okay. And not quite peach, but very 80s. A couple of weeks before I took ill, I found this beauty. It's a vintage, made in Hong Kong, cashmere cardigan, embellished with pastel peaches and pinks and greens and lilac beads. Isn't that amazing? it's by paraphrase. They do a lot of, well, they still do, and they did a lot of these type of little cardigans. So that's an absolute beauty. It's very soft, sort of dusky, not powder. Oh God, hang on. Back in the room. It's a very soft sort of salmon coral pink, and luckily for me, this has a hole in it. Because it means, I mean, there's a tiny, teeny little hole, perfect for mending. And it means that I can show off with something I did that I should have done years ago. Remember the boxes? No. What? And who? No way. Oh my God, the organizational joy of this is inexplicable. I just can't, I haven't got the words or the strength to tell you how much this changes my life. Honestly, I buy stuff constantly, as you know. I just go out and just rake in beautiful little things, bits and pieces. I'd do it every day if I could, but I can't. And I just shove it in places, and then absolutely drive myself crazy when I can't find it, and I can't find it all the time. So one night I just got so frustrated or inspired, one of the two, I can't remember now, and I put all my vintage threads and needles and bits and pieces of sewing and mending accoutrement in the boxes I found in the charity shop. And it's honestly, it's been fantastic ever since. It's all there. It's going to be one of those three, isn't it? Hello. Hello. And my needles in there sorted. I can just fix it and skip on with my life. Amazing. Oh, oh, oh yeah. Do you like that one? Yeah. Thank you for the instant thumbnail, Begoni Coconut. You're a legend. So I'm going to tell you how bad it can be. So it's not very pretty, it's not very sparkly, but I did this for you. I've been searching for the right tripod because I've been making more films out and about, and I've been looking online just to make sure I don't buy the wrong thing. And lo and behold, sometimes the universe outstretches its arms and presents you with exactly what you need. And look at that. £15, and it's brand new in the box. I think it's ex-display. It's never been used. It's still in the bag. The instructions are sealed. All the inner packaging is there. It's fabulous. It's perfect. So I just did a little bit of research in the shop just to make sure it was going to be compatible with my camera, and it will be soon. And I also got this, which I don't need especially at the moment, but these are, I think these go for about £25, and it's also new in the box. Box is a bit squashed, and that was £4.99. So the tripod I think goes for about £45 used, I think. But I've had it all out. It's got a spirit level. It's perfect, and full working new order. Thrilled about that. Absolute score. So 20 quid for that lot is incredible. What, probably about 70 odd quid's worth at least. Brand new. However, it does need an attachment to mount camera on. So it has the base plate with the screw, but you need the camera phone attachment, the mount, to go with it. And I knew I had something perfect in the house. Had this ages. It was £1. The stick has been knocking around the house for about 2 years. I've never used it. I just keep moving it and putting it somewhere safe. Where is it? Because it is exactly the right thing that I need. It's got... Hang on. Phone bracket. That's the missus. And look, that bit screws in. I know it does because I screwed it in. And it will unscrew and the thing will screw onto that. Where are you? Show yourself. I have been through every box, every drawer, every cupboard, every nook, every cranny, every hole, every orifice. I can't find it. And it drives me absolutely bonkers. So, right. I've learnt my lesson for the final time. I haven't. But it's inspired me to do baby steps in organising all the other things that I've got rolling around the house that I constantly look for and can't find. So here we go. This is what I'm going to do today. This is the strength I have today. Not to find you. See how I'm maddening? Are you a little bit irritated by the rustling and the shaking? Yeah, me too. These were Price's candles, and each antique paper wrapped candles. Unbelievable find. And these amazing things. Look at the font. Look at that. Boots, the chemist, flower lights, and these are long lavender coloured tapered flower arranging candles. Aren't they incredible? Oh, we're all pastely pinky today. I love it. So I've got those whole things, and I can't stop looking at that picture. And that Yankee candle. What flavour is it? Grapefruit. Lovely. Oh, and these. See, they're everywhere. Christmassy ones. All of these were strewn around the house like candle confetti. And I know it sounds a little bit sort of ridiculous, a little bit frivolous, but I worry about them. Oh, I know. I don't know why, but I break things occasionally. Not very often. I'm not a massive breaker, but when I do break things, I just think that was unnecessary, and it was purely out of just being disorganized. So a friend of mine gave me a very large empty cutlery box, vintage one, a few weeks ago, and it's been in the boot ever since. And I think today's the day that it comes to life. So I'm going to go and get it now. Sweet. Do you know, I think it's going to be the exact right size. So I'm going to take out the bits, you know, those bits, and give it a bit of a clean, and then start packing, start loading. There we go, took the thing out. There were 2 little nails, one on either side. I managed to pull that one out with a pair of pliers. With these. But that side snipped, so I just snipped it off and try not to scratch myself on that when I forget that I've done that. Look at that. That just went squish, fit, perfect. Hello. What's up? Hey, darling. They're in. Perfect. Oh. Stand on here. Stand on here. Hang on. Good girl. Sorry. The voice is going. Okay, I'm going to end this video now and thank you ever so much for putting up with me in this incapacitated condition. But I'd like some ideas, please, on how to decorate it. This is a fabulous sort of mid-century finish. You know, it's like a cassette deck holder, but I'd quite like it to be a bit fabulous. So so apart from the best decoration there is, Goni Coconut, have you got any ideas for how I can decorate that? I've never decoupaged before. What I normally do is spray it gold or paint it gold and then leave it at that. Get bored 75% of the way through. Normally if I'm doing something like that, get bored 25% of the way in. So apart from just painting it gold, what can I do? What decoration can I put on the top, please? Yeah. So that's it. Sorry it's a short video. I've got lots of ideas coming up once I find my tripod mount and get some blood running through my veins again. Please, honestly, be careful out there. There is so much going round. All I hear is coughing and people just, it's like the last few years have never happened. You know it. No one covers their mouth. If they did, there'd be no problem. But they don't. So anyway, yeah, so take care of yourselves. Before I finish, I thought I'd give you a quick look at these. Are these antique? Grand Prix Paris 1900? Are they? Yeah, I think they are. I don't know though. I mean, they sort of have that 1900 cardboard look about them, but I don't know. Anyway, there we go. So thanks ever so much. Take care, and I'll see you all next week with lots more fun content. Bye bye. Bye bye.